What are the pros and cons of the VA IRRRL, and should you use it to refinance your home in 2024? I'm Scott with Homeport Residential, and let's start by going over what the VA IRRRL is, the eligibility requirements to use it, as well as some huge red flags to watch out for. The VA IRRRL, kind of a tongue twister, stands for the Veterans Affairs Interest Rate Reduction Refinance Loan, and it's frankly one of the best refinancing options out there for veterans. Let's start by quickly covering the eligibility requirements. The first requirement, and this is kind of a no-brainer, you can only use it to refinance a VA-backed home loan. So if you currently have a conventional or FHA loan on your home, you won't be able to use the IRRRL for that refinance. The second requirement is the home you want to refinance has to be your primary residence, just like when using the VA home loan. So if you bought a home a few years ago and you have since PCS to a new duty station and you're not living in that home, you won't be able to use the IRRRL for that refinance. The third requirement is you need to have at least 210 days from the time you closed on your home purchase until you refinance, which works out to about 6 monthly payments after you close escrow. The fourth requirement is your interest rate has to drop at least 0.5% from your original rate, or you have to be changing loan types. For example, you could be converting from an ARM or an adjustable rate mortgage to a fixed rate loan, or you could also go from a 15-year fixed rate loan to a 30-year fixed rate loan. So as you can see, there's not a lot of eligibility requirements for the VA IRRRL. Now, let's take a look at some of the benefits. The first benefit of the VA IRRRL is there's very limited paperwork involved, so it's super easy to apply for. The only paperwork we'll need is your certificate of eligibility, which we can even download for you, and maybe a utility or cable bill that shows the home is your primary residence. So for all my Army friends out there, we would say it's too easy. Second, there's no income or employment verification and no credit check required. The only thing we will be looking for is have you made all your mortgage payments on time? If so, you're good to go. The third benefit is obviously a lower interest rate. So in our current interest rate environment, if you bought a home from around July of 2022 to December of 2023, you will most likely be considering this refinance in mid to late 2024 or later, depending on if interest rates come down, of course. The fourth benefit is just like the VA home loan. There's no PMI or what's known as private mortgage insurance. The fifth benefit is there's no appraisal required, so you don't have to pay for one of those. And the sixth benefit is you can use this refinance with little to no equity in your home. The final benefit is there's very little closing cost associated with the VA IRRRL. Unlike the VA home loan, where the funding fee can go from 2.15% to as high as 3.3% for subsequent purchases, the VA IRRRL only charges a 0.5% funding fee. Most importantly, if you're a veteran with a 10% disability rating, that funding fee is waived altogether. Additionally, you can roll all the closing costs associated with your IRRRL into your loan, so you won't have to pay anything out of pocket for this refinance. Now that we've covered all the benefits of the VA IRRRL, let's talk about one huge red flag to watch out for when considering your refinance, and that's excessive points and/or excessive processing and underwriting fees. I've seen lenders out there trying to charge veterans 2 or even 3% of the total loan amount in points or thousands of dollars in processing and underwriting fees. So always make certain to pay close attention to box A of your loan estimate, because that is where you will find any lender fees and points that you're going to pay for the loan. It's also a good idea to make a note of your original loan balance and compare it to the loan balance listed after the refi is scheduled to be complete, and that is another way to see exactly how much your refinance is going to cost you. To wrap things up, the VA IRRRL is one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to refinance your VA home loan when interest rates are at least 0.5% lower than your current rate, and always make certain you're not paying excessive points or fees with your refinance by reviewing box A of your loan estimate. Again, my name is Scott. I'm a retired Navy veteran and full-time realtor and loan officer, and I work with veterans all over the country. I'd be more than happy to take a look at your loan estimate to make certain that you're getting the best deal on your refinance, or answer any real estate or VA home loan questions you might have. My contact information is in the description section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.